So as a matter of public service and governmental transparency, this meeting may be recorded, streamlined live, and or accessed at a later time. Note that this may include video and audio of all persons present. That being said, our second item on the agenda is the citizens' comments. We're hoping anyone can come up and say what they want.
I don't have any.
For 3 minutes, nobody's there. So we'll go ahead and move to the next item. The approval of the March 8th minutes. Did everyone get a chance to read those? I read mine online. Kevin, you're okay?
Okay.
Cindy?
I don't have any corrections or additions or subtractions.
Entertain a motion to approve those as written.
Chair, I so moved.
Thank you. Moved. Thank Cynthia, seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? That carries. Bringing us to item number 4. The approval of the reason statement of relative criteria and standards. We've done all this before, and we are adding the note that we have added section 11, subsection 7 to the reason statement to address the special conditions noted in Lewiston City Code section 30, chapter 3723, 3021-5 regarding daycare centers in an R1 zone. We don't need to make any amendments to the reason statement, but it would be appropriate if we we're able to read through those and can reach a decision and decide that we do in fact like this and want to add this to our reason statement, okay? So I would
Excuse me.
certainly.
I just want to note that the two code sections, the second one was 37-20.15.
Yeah.
Correction on that, the sections code, we like chapter 37, section 21 and
Point one.
point 1.
We're in 5.
Okay, and in the 5 in the parentheses. These special conditions apply, and we need to approve those, I believe, as written. I'll make the motion. I'll move to approve the reason statement for the conditional use permit 23-000002.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Item 5. Public hearing on land use actions. We did an annexation and a comprehensive plan amendment. Annexation was 23-00001. CPA 23-00001, and we did a zone change 23-00001, and that was by the Greco Land Development Company. And we did already approve a reason statement. But as we now know, even though,
Chair,
yes, ma'am.
you haven't actually approved the reason
Oh, we
statement
haven't
yet.
No, we
Oh,
No,
have.
so we're.
So
holding
that's
this-
what we're trying to do.
Yes, we're holding the second public hearing to add an additional land owner.
Right. We've already discussed the rezone, which included a proposed reason statement. And it may be a good idea to include the Lloyd board within our public hearing. Is that what we're?
As landowner.
Correct, yes.
Okay, very good.
So we're reopening the public hearing to introduce the signed consent from Lloyd, who's another property owner within the annexed area. So there's technically 2 property owners instead of just the one.
Mr. Chair.
So, but they're still there. Yes, sir.
Pardon me. So I don't know if this matters at all. On my agenda, this public hearing is item 1.
Well, it's 5.
I know it's 5, but it's listed as 1, if that makes a difference at all.
It doesn't,
Okay,
but
just double
I
checking.
see that as well.
I've seen smaller things cause a kerfuffle.
Okay, so I will explain how this process works. We're gonna open the public hearing. Katie's gonna give us a report. The applicant will have a chance to give us his presentation. Testimony from the public, if there is any. Applicant's rebuttal. Close the public hearing. We'll debate, discuss. So let's open this meeting right now. Katie's ready to go.
All right, so this will just be a verbal summary, since we did do the public hearing previously. So everyone's been presented with a copy of the consent to annex for the Lewiston Orchard Irrigation District that was signed by their board at their last board meeting. When we went forward to do the legal descriptions of the properties in question for the annexation, it was discovered by our city surveyor that part of the quitclaim deed documents for the booster station that was constructed with Lloyd to service the subject property and the surrounding homes, that quitclaim deed wasn't quite worded correctly, so not all of the land was encompassed, which is why we're reopening the public hearing and including them as a property owner in the full annexation. And so that's why you have a consent to annexation from the Lewiston Orchard Irrigation District, saying that they do want to move forward with that action. And so that just becomes part of the public record along with the other documentation and presentation that was previously given in regards to the Greco Land Development and Skyview Estates Phase 3. That's all I got for you.
That's it. So supplementing the standards basically is what we're.
Correct. We're supplementing and we're adding a landowner. And so just so that that information is recorded as part of the public record, that there is more than one landowner in the area that was described.
So basically, that part of the properties that are in the 330 feet.
No, it's actually it contained within the property on the map.
Okay.
So
14
you'll see that it's called out on your agenda where, so the booster station was this little corner piece, kind of in the northeast corner, as the road is coming into the development. So that corner piece is a certain.
Little corner, okay.
Yes, so for the total amount of property, the 14.27 acres, 14.19 acres is actually Greco property, and then the remaining like 0.007 is that booster station, which is technically Lloyd property. And so we have to include both landowners to do the annexation correctly.
All right, thanks, Katie. Any other questions? All right, well, at this time, we will have the applicant's testimony. Seeing that none is here, we will pass on that. Testimony from the public. Don, did anybody email? Nobody's in the crowd, so that's a good sign. No applicant rebuttal. So I'm gonna close the public hearing. And we can deliberate and articulate the reasons for the proposed recommendations. And we've already discussed it. I already like what Katie said a lot. This is basically adding another landowner to what we already decided.
As it falls within the scope of the annexation.
It falls right in there within the scope. So we've got the two, well, we've got the two, we have to do two motions. One to approve the annexation and another motion to approve the change to the comprehensive plan. I really don't see any reason why we need to discuss any more of the relative criteria. We don't have to. I would go for a,
Well, don't we have to just do both of the we have to go through the.
right, we still have to make a
Both
motion,
motions.
two motions,
Okay.
two votes. And then another motion to approve the area of city impact and another motion to approve the reason statement, the zone change reason statement. So without any other ado, I would recommend a motion to recommend the approval of the annexation 23-0001 to the city council.
I'll second that.
It moved and seconded that we approve that. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Annexation motion carries. The second vote we're gonna have tonight is the motion, hopefully a motion to recommend the comprehensive plan amendment comprehensive plan amendment 23-0001 to city council. I would entertain a motion for that. Ms. Ball? Right, it's been moved. Do we have a second? Moved and seconded that we approve the CPA 23-0001 to city council. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Nay. That one, both carry. Okay. The next item, the commissioners already discussed this rezone, of course, which is included in the reason statement that we have. Further discussion is not necessary unless you want to discuss something following the public hearing, which didn't have much, so I'm okay if we don't.
We're all clear.
I think so. So I'm looking for a motion to approve that. Recommend the approval of the associated area of city impact map amendment.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Moved and
You've already
seconded.
done the map amendment. You're looking to
The impact.
the reason statement for the rezone.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no, we got another one.
You got another one?
No, we got to approve the map first. So moved and seconded for the map. All those in favor of approval of the associated, the map impact?
Aye.
Amendment?
Aye.
Or,
Amendment?
yeah.
Opposed?
Aye.
That carries the approval of the area of city impact map amendment. The next is our zone change 23-000001. And this is to approve the reason statement for that.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. It's been moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the reason statement for that zone change 23-0001. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That carries. This might be the fastest meeting yet.
It's,
All right, brings us to number, well, this
That'd
would
be
be
the
number.
fastest for a public hearing.
it's a fast one, but.
So I'm gonna change this next agenda item just for Kevin. This was gonna be number 6.
Okay,
Changing
thank you
the
very
5 to
much.
number 6. You're
Now my
welcome.
world is straight.
And this is our staff commission communications. We're hoping Katie has some inspirational words for us.
So many inspirational words. We do have a zone change public hearing scheduled for the April 12th meeting, so I am looking to confirm that we will have a quorum at that meeting.
I'll be here.
Everybody-
I'm planning on being here.
I'll be here.
Nothing beats a
too.
public hearing.
I don't want that to go on record for everybody.
Nope, I won't
Yeah.
approve that.
Other things, we still have not received any additional applications for our open commission seat.
You should have received one today.
Oh,
It
okay,
should have been dropped off at City Hall.
super, so we probably just haven't received it on
Yeah,
our
you
side.
probably just haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
or
well,
yet.
I know that they have been
I-
doing a large, social media push
Yeah,
for all
and
the
that's
open.
where it comes from. Somebody reached out to me and I just told them how to apply. So,
Cool.
yep, so it came from the social media push.
Perfect, so they have been doing a large social media push, because there's several commissions have open seats.
Yeah.
So you know, that is going on. Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee, it's not a committee, is having their next meeting on April 3rd. We have some public events scheduled, in conjunction with Dogwood Festival. And then that same week, we will be conducting, some community interviews. This body will do their community interviews probably at the second meeting in April, like during the meeting. That's how we're gonna handle all of the city boards and commissions, is it'll be like an agenda item in April for all board members to complete their interviews. And so it's a form you guys will fill out, and we'll probably just read the questions aloud so that the watching public can listen to those. And then they'll have some scheduled ones with other community members, and then there'll be a survey available online. We're getting the webpage up and rolling with that. So a lot of outreach will be happening in the next couple of months.
So, comprehensive plan committee is the 3rd at 3:30, is it here?
No, I think it's at noon.
Yeah,
here.
it's at noon, that was,
Yeah, I think she sent out an incorrect invitation.
yeah, she
the
did,
first
and then
time.
she sent out a
And then
new
she sent
one.
out a new one, so
that
it should
have
be
the
noon
correct
to
date.
1:30 like
Yeah.
it was last time,
Okay.
and it'll be here again.
I was confused by that too. It's like, that can't be
A lot of
right.
things going
I
on.
totally understand.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we will not be serving lunch, so bring a snack.
That is just.
Oh, yeah, you sent that warning before, yeah.
Yeah, I read that.
No snacks this time. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Katie. Anyone else have any questions for Katie?
No.
Something Kathy brought up the other night. She was wondering what it would take to get everybody together for like a little dinner, which would include the mayor, commissioners, city staff. I wish she was here to explain it better, but I'm not sure.
I mean, like a potluck kind of thing?
No, it'd be like a sit-down dinner, kind of an appreciation for us doing this job, which I didn't think I needed a dinner for that, but I told her I would bring
It's always
it
a
up.
nice idea.
And just talk about it a little bit.
I mean,
Yeah, I can reach out to Kathy and find out what
What
she was
clarify.
thinking, yeah, and then I can reach out to
She
the
did
mayor.
it in this person, it was real popular. Kind of the city council, commissioners would get together, kind of a big group, probably a couple hundred, you know. It would be a big dinner.
That's a
And
big
I don't know
dinner.
what you're gonna give an award or something.
That sounds like the Christmas, sounds
Right,
like the
sounds like
Christmas
a-
party.
It
Almost
sounds
sounds
like
like
a
a
Christmas
not
party.
public meeting with all of the leaders.
Yeah, so I will have to find out,
I'd
'cause
ask
I have-
legal how
I
they
have
feel
no
about
idea.
that.
well, you'd probably have to.
You'd have to notice it.
You have to notice
yeah.
a quorum.
Yeah, I
Like
was
we did
gonna
with the
say, you'd
training.
have to do a notice of quorum for a potential, for there to be a majority of commissioners on a committee or the council, and so you'd have a potential for quorum.
Yeah.
Which is what the city does for lots of
Already.
certain
You'd have to
meetings,
also-
yeah.
There was training?
Yeah, the
Yep.
You looked at me like I was gonna get stabbed.
We were even
They're
night.
doing other training right now with the fire department and the police.
Yeah, and I've been to the training a few times.
I was even told in nice terms, no, Gabe, don't bid on items in city auctions. Yeah, I opened up that can of worms, sorry.
All right, that brings us to the last item on the agenda. I'm gonna rename this number 7. Thank you. And I'll make the motion.
Kevin feels better now.
I'll be able to sleep.
I move that we adjourn this
I'll
meeting.
second that.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.